Then for the mass addition, the first thing would be to understand how the mass addition works in Oracle. Then in Oracle, you will have the mass addition, prepare mass addition. That is where all the transactions come from external systems like Oracle projects, Oracle inventory, or Oracle payables will come to fixed asset as the point of entry, because this is the interface screen to look at them and to prepare the data before it goes to Oracle. Then if I go here and I look for one of the queues, we'll go to the queue new for that specific book, you will see that here I see some lines, and that means that those lines are there. I can see that they are with invoice numbers and some details. Now the user one will normally do will open this screen and then will start completing the information. Then if I want to move this to a different queue, like for example to post, will complain and will tell me like, hey, to post you need to have the category, you need to have the expense account, you need to have the location, etc. And also normally all the assets will come with a unit, with one unit. Then we will use this one as an example. And then let me just cancel this. And then I will close this as well. And I will go to the wizard. And in the wizard, here I will enter the information for that invoice that I just had. And I will download that in the mass addition template. And to get to the mass addition template, we need to press in the template and just be sure that you press the mass addition. And in my case, I select the create all columns. Then let me download using the sheet data. You also can download using the form. And then if you see here, download this transaction, then here will happen exactly the same thing that happened on the forms. If I double click, we'll open a form that will allow me to enter all the information that is needed for the mass addition. Then, for example, if I here try to move it to post, will also give me the same errors that I have in Oracle, that I need a category. Then I can use the form, or I can just go and use that directly from the wizard, enter the data. But in my case, I will enter it using the form, because give me the facility to find information, to find the combinations and the different lists of values. Say okay, then that is just telling me there that the validation was happening. I have other information that I could add, like I will be able to see what is the invoice information. I will see what is the description. I could change some stuff here. I also have what is the ownership, if it's being depreciated or not, what are the units assigned, and then here also I can do the assignation. Then I can say what is expense account. If I don't know my expense account, you can double click in the same way that I'm doing here. And normally the wizard will be very, very, very easy to manage. Like when I press the combinations there, will allow me to do that. Same here with any of the flex fields. If I put a percentage there, will allow me to do it. And in the same way, I could look for individual values. If I press the B, for example, I want to say Belgium, and then I want to see all the combinations that are in Belgium, and I can see that. Press OK and OK. And then now I will go back all the way to remember that here in the queue, I put it to post, but I didn't put any action. The action here is important because the action will tell the wizard what to do with that record. You will have different options. The create, when you are creating a new one, create all to create the asset at all the different sections, to update, when we are updating an existing record, to split is when you have an item with more than one unit that you want to split. The split after update is when the asset comes with only one unit and you want to split after that. Then you want to say There are 10 units and I want to split them. Undo split to undo the split that was done before. Merge to merge different lines in one asset at the moment of the post, and then do merge to undo the merge. In this case, I'm just doing an update, and we will see a couple of examples after with the other ones. Then if I go here and I say update, because that is what I'm doing, you will see that the wizard says that it's accepted. Then now, if I go to Oracle, and I will look at the same invoice, then here I will go to the prepare mass addition, and I look for that invoice number. I will need to remove just the comma there. Now when you see that the queue is changed to post, when I go to open it, all the different information that I assign in the system, they are here. Oops. Then those errors are typical in my environment. I'm sorry for that. And then you will see here is expense account and the location. And then that is the important part. And now when I run the postmass addition, this item will go with the information that I just upload. The next one that we will see will be a merge, and then after we will see a split. Then to do the merge, we will download all the news from another book, just to make it easier. Then we'll go here the book criteria, and I will say the IT Corp. Then I say download. Download anything. And I will say IT Corp. I think that was the one. Yep. Then here I will find two lines that I want to merge. Then the first one will be this one, and the second one. Just pay attention to the IDs. Then I will merge this 168.94.36 to the other one, to the 174.4522. And how this works? In Oracle, you will go to the form. You will have to go to the prepare mass addition, invoice number, or you will look for all the different things, and then you will say merge. Look for the one that you want to merge to. And let's say I want to merge this one. And then I will say, merge with that. But in my case, I want to do that here, because if you think about how much time will take to do it, one by one takes a long time. Then if you have multiple lines to merge, that obviously will take a long time. I will do that here, and it's very simple. I could just say, no, I want to merge that here, and then I will just say here, merge. And then now I say upload, and upload selected. And the wizard will say that it's merged. Then now we will just download those two. Let me just create a new mass addition template. Create our columns. Then we can just see them on the wizard. Just download those two. I can use also the invoice numbers. Probably that will be easier. Then go mass addition here. Say invoice numbers. Say download using the sheet data. And just remember, we just did the merge. That means that these two assets now, these two lines will become one asset after the post. Then the parent, the merge parent will be on hold, and the merge child that you see here for the MC will tell you what is the asset that has been merged to. And you see that line was merged to that line. And then if I go to Oracle to see them, also I will see the same. I go to the Prepare Mass Edition. And you see here that say that it's merge. And if I go to see the other one, will appear on hold. And that is what we are looking for. Then normally what the user will do will come here and will complete all the information, like the category, employee name, expense account, etc., similar to what we just did in the other asset. And then now you can just do that on the wizard. Then you can just say here in that merge one, you can update. And you can say update and then put the information there and then upload it. Now, sometimes what you will do is like, sorry, I'm talking about the one that is in hold, not the one that's a child. Then normally what you will do, you will update this before, you will have all the data on the parent, and then after when you merge the childs, you can just merge them to an asset that already will be ready to post. Then the only thing that you will do there will be to do an action update and then put the queue post. Now, if you need to undo the merge, and that is something that sometimes happens because Oracle projects, for example, will bring the assets merge a lot of the times, then you will locate the merge parent. And in the merge parent, and for that is that MP there important, you will do an undo merge. And then that will undo the merge that we just did. Oh, there you see here, it's telling me undo merge must be performed on the merge child record. Then also the wizard is telling me that what I was thinking that to do was wrong. Then here I will do it on the child, MC. Then when I upload this, will tell me now that it's complete. And then if I go and I download these two again, you will see that that MC and that MP will disappear because they are not anymore with any child or parent associated with. However, this one is still on hold. I can just change that. Let's say update, and I can change that to the new queue. And then I would say upload. And then it's telling me it's an invalid queue. I cannot put it back to the new, but will allow me to do that, for example, to send it to the post, but I will need to complete information for the asset details and all this stuff, because if I try to do it like this now, and I say upload, will tell me that I'm needing the category and I would need other information to be able to put it on the post. And the same will happen in Oracle as well. Then the wizard is very much an equivalent to what you see on the Prepare Mass Edition screen. Then the next one that we will see will be the split. Then in Oracle, normally you will do, using the same example here. Let me just go back here. I will use exactly the same asset, the one that is on hold. To do the split, I need to have more than one unit. And then will tell me here, you cannot split this mass edition because you don't have multi-units. Then normally the user will need to come to the asset details, change the units and say like 15, 16 units. And then after you do that, you save it, and then you can do the split. Well, in our case, we will do the same, but we will do it on the wizard. Let me just close that. And then I will use this one that was on hold, or even I can use the one that is a new. Let me just download that one because that will be easier. I don't need to do much stuff there. And then I will say download using the sheet data. And here I will say not the update, but I will use the split after update. Then in that case, I will change the units. You will say here, the units. I have the units. I will say this will be like 20 units. And on the assign also, I will need to put 20 units. Then now, when I upload this, the wizard will tell me like, okay, all done. You updated and split your asset. And now when I go to see this asset, will not be only one, will be like another assets there associated to the same invoice, because they are now different lines. Then if you see here, will tell me what is the split parent, and also will show me the 20 units that came all for one unit from that parent that is there. They will be on hold. I don't need to do anything with this one, with the parent, with the split one, but I will need to update all of these guys. And now the same thing if I go to Oracle, and just to show the consistency between the wizard and the Oracle system, if I go here to the invoice, let me just find the invoice and say find. You will see again, same stuff will be the split and the ones that are on hold, and will be the same that you will do in Oracle. Now, if I go here and I want to do the undo split, same stuff. I can come here and say the undo split. Say upload. This you have to do it on the parent, and then will tell me that that was accepted. If I come to download again the same asset, it's only one record because I undo the split, but because I did an update in between, you will see that the units are now 20, as was when I did the update and then after I did the split, or the split after the update. Then that is how the split work, and then that will finish with the mass addition. However, there are a couple of functionality there that you need to be aware of that are not much used, but one is here on the actions. You will be able to create mass additions, and you can use the create, and then also that will allow you to create assets after through the mass addition process, and some companies they have that, especially when they run multi-currency environments. They may be able to, or they may need to use the mass addition as a point of entrance instead of the APIs. Then that is something just to keep in mind. But otherwise, normally for the additions, will be done through the asset workbench instead of the mass addition mode.